Hi, it's Anne from Curious Moon Design. Please join me today and I'll show you how I made all these different types of side pockets. Well, I'm going to start off with the basic side pocket, and I'm just going to use this book paper. So all I want is a triangle. I need to know the size of my page. I'll just use this tea-dyed page. So I can either have it on the edge or I'll have it just slightly in. So I want the pocket to end about there. So I'll just fold that up. There are lots of ways to make these pockets. This is how I do it. I'll probably make that a bit, because there's lines on the paper, I can see where I want it straight. Now I'll just cut along this edge. You could just have it a single page, but I'm going to have it double so it's a bit thicker. So that one's going to go on there. And then I want another pocket to go this side, but to be slanting that way. So I'm just going to take that bit off. Some gorgeous images in this book I've been able to use. I want it on the end there. So that one's going to go like so, and I can move that about the page. Just to check you can see that, yes. So I'm going to have the pocket, so okay, I'll just get a tag a minute. I want to have a tag in there, but also get a smaller one and have one in there. But also I'm going to have this so that I can flip it over and have some journaling space. So I'll put some plain paper or lined paper on there, just stick it on, and that'll just flap over like that. But before I do that, I'm going to either stick this to this pocket, or I could stitch along there and up there just to give it some more decoration. I can't stitch up there because I wouldn't be able to flap that up. So I'll go away and do that, and then I'll come back and we'll decorate the pockets. Okay, so I've stitched this together. So I've just done a zigzag from there around, and before I attached this I went all the way down to the bottom there, so that's a nice solid pocket. And then I stitched this bit here, So that's all ready to glue to a page. Where's my page? So when I glue it, I would glue down this edge, along this edge, and up here. Okay, I made two. This one I just glued, I haven't stitched, so I've only glued along this edge here. So that's ready for gluing to a page. So I just want to decorate them now. And just a matter of choice really, and fiddling about. I've torn these pieces of wallpaper lining paper to go in here so that there's some journaling space, and I will just want to ink up the edges of all those because that's how I'm liking it at the moment. You could put a different colour on, you could put blue, green, pink, that would look quite nice. And then when I've stuck that on there, I'll bend it over so that there will be a crease along there, but a nice journaling space. So, how to decorate. So I've cut out some words. Thought I'd put journal on there, but it's quite nice to have it layered. So I've cut out some bits from my needlework book. I think that will go quite nicely together, and picking out the blue from here. And I'm going to ink up the edges. So that one, I might put a little, I've got some of these oddments, I might put something like that underneath, just to give it a bit more depth. So we'll use that one. Over here I've thought I'd just stick with the same colour. I had thought of going for another colour, that's quite nice. I might use that one on there, that one on there, and I've got a little bit of doily that I've just folded and it looks like lace, so I'm going to pop that underneath. I think that will be nice. Maybe got all these little strips here, maybe a little bit of music. Always adds a nice element, doesn't it? I'll cut it off there. So these are the things that you can fiddle about with for hours and hours, and it's all a matter of personal choice. I've got this odd bit of paper here, so I could use that on there, or with this one. So I'm going to ink up the edges and cut them to size and then see how they look. And when I've finished, I'll bring them all back to show you. They're almost all complete. Okay, won't be long. Okay, we're nearly there. I've finished this one, so I've just put some labels on, a little bit of doily, which I've scrunched up to look like lace. And then I've added one of my handmade buttons on this side with some layering. So that will look alright on a page. And then this will open up for some journaling space. This one, I'm nearly there. I've stuck the doily down and I put the label on some card just so that it stands out a little bit, and then I'm going to put this button here. So I hope you think I've done that right. I didn't ink the edges. Might ink the edges of those. And then we're nearly there. I'll bring them all back on and we'll look at them on the page. My next pocket is another side pocket. I'm going to use the one that comes with our sewing journal kit. And you just cut it out and it's got these flaps on that you can stick it to the page. It's got some nice lace going down the edge there. I just printed it on computer paper, the ordinary printer paper, but I backed it with another page just to give it a bit more thickness. But I could just put it on a page like that, which looks very nice, but I'm going to use one of these background pages that we have just to give it a bit more definition. So again, I'm not going to fold this right over because I think it'd be a bit of a waste to use that whole sheet, but I'll cut an edge there just so that I can fold it over and have that on the page. And again, I could either stitch down there or just glue it. So I'll cut this piece off and then I'll come back when it's I'm probably just going to glue it to that, and then we can decorate that one. The sun's really shining on my desk now. It was so nice. I popped out, I did a bit of gardening, but I'm back now. So I've stuck this to the background paper and I just folded that edge over, so it just gives it a little bit more interest having another layer. I could have just put it on the paper there, but so I think that will look nice just on a plain tea stain. I've got some sort of stenciling going on there as well, but I'm going to add a word. So I've just got that one there, buttons, but maybe a bit of lace. Don't know what you think. Cut a bit of lace off. Might add to it as well. This is rather lacy. Okay, so I probably will add that. I'll cut that off and then stick those on. And then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. My next pocket for this session, I want to make a pocket on this tag. This is one of my old art pieces that I used at college. I've just backed it with some script and card there. But I also want to include some of William Morris's designs, because I absolutely adore them, and I can't really do a sewing journal with fabric without having some of his designs in. But I want to have some pockets on these, so I've just torn some pieces of paper up for this one, and I think what I'm going to do, I was going to have them as side pockets going up, so they would be that way, and another one. I don't know what you think of that. That might work. I could use these two as the side pockets. So you can play about with these things forever. Or I could just have it straight like that. A layered pocket. For the William Morris tags, I'm going to add some fabric to one of them. Right, so I was going to use this green fabric with some lace over for one of them. That one, I think. So that'll make a nice pocket. And for this one, I thought I might use some music paper because of the colours, and that'll just add a bit more interest. So I'll cut a piece of that off, and I might stitch it, or I'll either stitch it or stick it with some glue, but then we'll decorate down here. So I'll go away and cut that out, and the fabric, and I'll fiddle about with this and come back when I've made a decision, and then we'll decorate them. Okay, I've decided with this one just to go straight across, and I'm just going to glue rather than stitch. Just to make it easier, I use this clip just to go on one side. And then I'll this piece here I can glue straight to the tag. I'll do the other side in a minute. I mean, if you want to have another tag up there, then, but I think that's going to be a bit high for this, so I'm just going to glue that straight on there, and then these will be just around the edges. Okay, so I'll just put the clip over that side and then I'll do the same with this side. Okay, and when I've done that I'll come back. Well, I'm really fighting with the shadows here, but I think we'll be alright for a minute. I've got this one back and it's all stuck. So I've got 3 pockets there. I've got this bit of fabric that I cut off some curtains. I had these curtains for, oh, must be 50 years. And I'm now using them for just the fabric. And I want to show you my scissors. Where are they? Here they are. You can see part of the fabric. So I've used the fabric to make bags and all sorts. So it's a lovely green and orange design, African marigold. And I think it's just an adaptation of William Morris's designs by Liberties of London. So I'm going to use that label that was at the bottom of the curtain, or on the lining, and have that there. And I'm going to cut out one of these labels and pop that on as well, and then find something for one of these. And I think I've got some little labels here that I'm probably going to use, cut that out and put it as a fold before I put an eyelet through there. So lots of cutting and sticking, and when I've done that I'll come back and show you. Well, I think we're there now. So I've just popped this, I haven't stuck it down, but so this was the side pocket that I cut out of the kit. So I've got a nice pocket there and a large pocket there to go on a page. That's quite nice. This was the large tag. So we've got 4 pockets available there. That's going to be nice. These are the William Morris ones. So I just finished that off with a bit of lace, and we've got 2 tags in there. So I'll probably just pin that on maybe. And this one I finished off with a label. I stuck it on some card. I just use a cereal box to stick the labels on, just to give them a little bit of a 3D effect. So that's quite nice in there. And then the side pockets. So we've got this one with a pocket there, and there'll be a pocket here, and then some journaling space. I've just added some more layering there. And then this one. So again, another nice large pocket. I've put a few tags in, and a small pocket there with some journaling space. I just added some script there. So you can alter these however you wish, and with this one certainly you could even layer up like that. That'd be quite nice. So you'd have a pocket here, pocket there, 2 pockets there. So the possibilities are endless. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to tidy up my craft room now because I've been cutting up little bits and pieces and there's a big mess on the floor, so I must get and tidy. So I hope you join us again and we'll do some more crafting together. Bye for now.